morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all my vegans, veganettes, and not so vegans across the globe. It's your girl Abeje Theatra, and welcome back to another episode of Cause It's Vegan. I gotta eat it.
There's no way I could ever go vegan. I'm not about to spend the rest of my life eating rabbit food.
Today, you guys, we are trying out something that I'm actually not sure is worth trying out anymore. But we're gonna do it anyway because I spent my money on it. Simple Truth plant-based 60-second bowls. As far as I know, there are 3 flavors, but I could not find the 3rd flavor. I originally had it, but then my husband ate it without telling me. So yeah, there's that. I haven't been able to find it, and I've been to Kroger several other times, so I'm like, is this product discontinued or what is going on? Nonetheless, we are going to try them. The 2 flavors that I have in front of me are spicy veggie masala. It has coconut milk, chickpeas, and other spices. Mediterranean style 60-second bowl with chickpeas, olives, and lemon. So both of these things have chickpeas in them. So they call it the 60-second bowl because for cooking instructions, you can tear the pouch about 2 inches, stand it upright, and put it in the microwave for 60 seconds. But what I did for their stovetop option is actually you take the pouches, put them in water, and boil them for 5 minutes, like in this pouch, and then you're done. So that is exactly what I did with these Bad Mama Jammas. So I'm going to open them up. They have cooled down for a little second now. I'm gonna start by opening up the Mediterranean style. Actually, before I do that, the Mediterranean style has a good source of iron, and it is 12 grams of plant protein. It's non-GMO. Of course, it is vegan, and that seems to be all the special information. This 1 serving pouch is 410 calories. So this is what it looks like pre-bowl. That doesn't look like the most appetizing thing, but you know, looks can be deceiving, right? It looks a little better now that I have actually put it in the bowl. I will still say though, it doesn't necessarily look that appetizing, and I think a lot of that has to do with the lack of color. Let's just take a look at this image. You know, you can see there are a lot of the same colors and everything, but they got that green right there, and the tomatoes, and then this big lemon that's not really, you know, sitting in there like that. And then when you look at it, the tomato, I mean, you see like some carrot or whatever, but everything just looks kind of blah. But nevertheless, this is it's not nasty, but when I tell you guys this is like bleh, that's the best way to describe this. I do see they have some vegan meat in here. For the most part, this tastes pretty bland. There is a hint of sweetness to this entire thing, but I don't get any lemon. I can say that for sure. Like, I don't taste any, and it tastes like it definitely needs more seasoning. Like, again, there's the hint of sweetness, but there isn't anything savory about this dish, and the entire thing is kind of, it's not super mushy like the rice was overly done, but just like a little bit past overdone. One more time. Yeah, I would say you'd probably want to like do stuff to this to make it better, because right now it's just kind of like rah, rah. So now for the spicy veggie masala. This one is 360 calories. It is still non-GMO. It's 11 grams of plant protein, and yes, again, vegan. This is what it looks like. It's just flat. Okay, look at that. It just came out like this. So I've got to really take this one apart, unlike the other one. I mean, it was a little stuck together, but you could definitely see some separation had happened. Whereas this Bad Mama Jamma was like, no thanks. I'm almost wondering if I should just throw it in the microwave really quick. I really don't want to use the microwave. All right, you guys, so I did put it in the microwave for almost 30 seconds because when I touched it, it was a bit cool. But this is the finished product. Ultimately, it looks like the packaging, but on the packaging, it looks like the sauce is a little more liquidy, just like a tiny bit, and a little more fresh. Whereas on here, it looks like it's clumped up the entire dish a little bit more. I love masala, and this ain't it. Don't get me wrong, this isn't nasty. This is actually pretty decent, and it's true to the word spicy. But when I tell you, this doesn't really feel tikka masala-y. It doesn't, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's so like thick, and that tikka masala like liquid. Again, it doesn't have to be like super wet. But I feel like I would enjoy this more if it was a little bit more soupy. I will say it has very nice spices and everything combined in here overall. Let me taste it again as well. But there is something missing. This isn't bad. This is definitely more doable than the Mediterranean style. But I'm not that impressed. However, you could definitely take like some chips, some tortilla chips, and eat it with this. Or if you have some tikka masala sauce, or if you know how to make some, I would probably like make some and then pour it in here just to give this a little more volume. You might put it in like a wrap, actually. I think that would be decent. This is passable, okay? It's just not tikka masala, you know? But this is very much passable, whereas the Mediterranean style is a little bit more on the bland side, and I don't really care for that. So obviously, the spicy veggie masala is in first place. However, I actually don't really recommend this to you. Of course, you guys know I always say I think you should try it, you know, just because everyone's palates are different. But if someone were to ask my personal opinion on it, I don't recommend it. Kind of a letdown this time, but you guys still love your friends and your enemies. It's your choice if you want to love Simple Truth's 60-second bowl. But most importantly, remember to love peaches and all the sneeches. Goodbye, guys.